Well, hello, friends. It's Mindy Odland, and it's What If Wednesday. It is great to connect with you this week. We are taking some What If Up suggestions from our amazing community. And today I want to share with you a question that came from a What If Upper. It was a request for What If Up support. And I'd like to bring it to this community today because the question I think is one that a lot of people have, and it takes a lot of courage to ask for this kind of support. So I want to share with you what the question was, and then we can what if up it together, supporting each other. And all of this with a celebration of the new mental health hotline that is out. So hopefully you've heard that we do have a new mental health hotline here at 988. So instead of dialing 911, if you have a mental health emergency, this is the number to call. Or if you know someone who's having a mental health crisis or a challenge and needs support, 988 is the number to call. So today we're talking about mental health. And what I like to think about it, I like to think of it as a mental and emotional health and well-being. And What If Up is a great process for that. So this is not therapy. It's not for, we're not licensed counselors or anything like that. And it's not for treating mental illness. However, I will say that just like having a healthy lifestyle in terms of sleep and exercise and nutrition, you know how that helps you when your body gets ill, it helps you recover faster. I think that the What If Up Club and this What If Up process gives us a healthier, it's a healthy habit for our mental and emotional well-being, so that when we do have challenges and we do have bumps along the road, that we are able to move through it more easily. So here's a question from our community, and I thank you for being here, and I am grateful for your what if ideas. Post them in the comments. Let me know that you're here. So the question was, Mindy, can you help me what if up? I have been practicing self-care and what if upping, but I still find myself needing to go back to antidepressants. I feel like I am failing. Can you help me move past the self-judgment of needing medication for my mental health? So, I think a lot of people, you come into this community sometimes when you're having that dark day, and there's that thought that if I just immerse myself in it, if I take care of my spiritual well-being and I do what I can for my mental well-being and I fully immerse myself in it, then I shouldn't need to go back, or I shouldn't need this medication, or whatever that should is, right? So if you find that you or someone that you know, someone that you love is in the situation where you're doing something good for yourself, you're doing something that is supporting your mental well-being so that you can heal and process. And if you're finding yourself beating yourself up about that, that's what today is about. So today was a request. How do and the request specifically was not so much about not being on the medications. It was about, the request was, how do I stop beating myself up for needing them, for feeling like needing support is failure. So a big topic to be thinking about. So I'm going to share some what ifs. I would love to hear some what ifs from you as well, as we talk about mental health and mental well-being. So what if, and I'll share some of the possibilities that came up in our group brainstorm. So what if the very act of caring for yourself, of taking care of yourself through whatever means may be, whether it's what if upping or it's medications, seeing doctors, seeing practitioners who can give you advice and support, what if that is evidence that you are moving forward? What if, even when sometimes it looks like you may be taking a step back, what if the truth is that letting go of the judgment around that is part of the healing journey? And what if the opportunity to come together in a what if up circle with this what if up community and to authentically share the challenge, and what might be going on in your mind? Like, what if bringing that into the community and doing it so courageously is a healing step forward? So what if the letting go of the judgment is a healing step forward? And what if it is something to be proud of and to be celebrating, that you care that much about yourself to do whatever you need to do to tend to your mental well-being and your emotional well-being. So that is the possibility. And I'd love to hear what you come up with as well. So post them in the comments if you have some what if ideas for someone who in our community was saying, can you help me? I've been practicing self-care and what if upping, but I still find myself needing to go back to antidepressants and it feels like failure. So what if it doesn't feel like failure? What if instead it feels like success? It feels like self-care. It feels like self-love. And what if this is one tool in your toolbox? We have many tools in our What If Up community. And what if the medications are simply another tool and you use the tool that you need in the moment that you need it? So that is the possibility. And as we do this, I want to share this because a lot of times, we come into our What If Up community and it's very positive and it's very encouraging. And there's a lot of good to great ideas and things are going well. And how do I get into the next level? And there are times, this is where our small groups are so powerful. There are times when it's not good to great. Sometimes we come in and it's just a cruddy day. And the What If Up process is for you, wherever you are, to get you to that next level of lightness, that next level of hope and possibility, to shift some of that self-judgment, to shift some of the shoulds into feeling empowered and feeling like the things that you're doing, the inspired action that you're taking is indeed moving you into the future that you want. So if you know anyone who is going through this, there I am. I don't know where I went. So if you know anyone going through this situation, share this with them. Share the idea that, we are coming together to see things differently, to look at things from a new perspective, to get rid of some of the stigma around needing mental health support. What if instead we celebrate each other's courage, we celebrate each other's resilience, and we celebrate the vulnerability to be able to show up authentically and say, right now in this moment, I need help. And if that is you, I want to remind you the new number 988 is the new mental health hotline, national hotline. So make a note of that for yourself or for anyone that you may know who needs a little extra support. That is a crisis hotline for mental health, and it is now available. And feel free to come into our community. You can post anonymously and say, hey, we don't need to know who you are. If you just want to say, hey, I need some help with this, that there is incredible power around asking for help. There really is. So that's today's What If Wednesday. Thank you for being here and thank you for sharing your ideas. I hope this is a support for you when you find yourself needing to reach out and ask for help in whatever that looks like for you. So thanks for joining. Thanks for being here for What If Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you next week right here in the What If Up Club. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you soon.